Where am I? Where am I? I've lost, like, all control over the situation.
Hello, hello, and welcome to another Epic Friday. I don't know why I sang that. My brain is today firing on all cylinders, apparently. If you're new here and you're not weirded out and run away yet, welcome to an Epic Friday. I will explain very quickly what an Epic Friday is. An Epic Friday is something we do every Friday on stream where we play a game for half an hour-ish. Usually goes over. But I try to keep it to half an hour. I try. So yeah, I play a game for half an hour. It's chosen by Epic Games because they give you an epic. I don't know if it's epic, but they do give you a game to play for free every week. You actually get to keep that game in case you were wondering. And I just play whatever game they throw out at me, unless they really don't want to play it, but that's another topic. But yeah, the game you're about to watch me play obviously is one that I played on stream eons ago from when you're watching this. Dinosaurs were on the earth. And the game is called Skald. I'm pretty happy with this game. This one is one of those that you say, you know what, I enjoyed it. I want to play it again at some point. So this game might actually get a full playthrough someday on the channel. If you ask for it incessantly in the comments, there's a chance that it comes faster than if nobody said anything. But either way, I will be probably playing this one again. It was really fun. I will let you enjoy the game yourselves. Maybe you don't enjoy it. Tell me in the comments also. Either way, if you haven't, consider maybe subscribing. That would be cool. And yeah, anyway, before I do any more weird stuff, I'll just let Past Me take over. Enjoy the game. Wonderful. I really like this sort of like graphics. We're gonna see how the playthrough is, but so far I'm impressed. Let's go. We're gonna, so before we start, as always, settings, they're pretty typical. You can set some things here. I'm not gonna touch anything. The only thing I've touched is the audio because I don't want things to be too loud for anybody. Yeah, I like that it has like different fonts. I'm gonna stay again with font 2. I'm not gonna change much. I'm gonna keep things as basic and raw as they come. Anyway, let's start a new game. Choose a visual style. Default is recommended. This can also be customized in the settings menu. Choose a visual style. Okay. Description color 4. What if I want another color? Color 4 is okay. Text background color. I want the classic. And CRT filter. At the moment there's none. What could I do? Like soft? Oh my word, it makes it look like an old television. That's hilarious. Classic. Blimey. High end. Arcade. Kitchen TV. Mini CRT. Old TV. Broken BW. And none. You know what? I think we're gonna go with none. Man, they're so funny. I love this old TV one. But no, we're gonna go without any. Alright, let's go default. And let's continue. Welcome to character creation. Gosh darn it, man. This character creation, we're gonna be stuck on this for half a year. Welcome to character creation. Start by picking a difficulty for your playthrough. Difficulty can be changed during play. I'm gonna go with easy because I neither want a narrative, I don't want a normal, as in I don't want a hard. Normal, we'll see between easy and normal. Let me see. Easy mode is a great way for players who are new to this style of role-playing game to experience Skald. Combat is forgiving and there should be little need to optimize character builds. Dice rolls are weighted in the player's favor. Normal mode is the game's intended difficulty setting. There is only very limited artificial smoothing of certain dice rolls. I'm gonna keep it on easy just because it's my first time playing this sort of game, just as it says. if I were to return to this game and do a full playthrough of it, because I really like it. If I really like this game, as usual, on Epic Fridays, if I really like a game, I'll obviously go to and either put it on Steam wishlist, because I like to have the games that I'm playing on Steam, just to, you know, I have Steam like my main library, and then I use Epic as a sort of secondary one, I'll be honest. So yeah, dice rolls are weighted in the player's favor. Yeah, we're gonna keep it on easy. Plus, many times as I got the game for free, just paying a little bit during a discount, a sale on Steam doesn't hurt. Attribute rerolls, player rerolls, damage rolls, okay. All of this is enabled. I'm gonna keep it basic. Alright, select that. Next, select a class for your character. Classes define a character's role in the party by adding certain exclusive abilities. Alright, let's see. We have a bard, arms master, champion, guild magos, and battle magos. Archetype magos. The battle magos is a magus specializing destructive spells of the fire magic school. Unlike other magi, they are also access to a few basic combat related feats and may wear light armor. This one, intellect. No combat related feats. Forget that. Guild magos is terrible. Hierophant is a cleric. Okay, hospitalier, officer, ranger, thief. Well, what does a champion do? Cleric excels in the use of blades and armors while still having limited divine spell casting abilities. That sounds pretty fun. Might choose that one. Bard, I'm not a bard. I only do that for jokes and stuff. The Arms Master is a warrior that does not have a specialized feat tree. Instead, the Arms Master has access to all the combat-centered feat trees, and they start with extra development points to represent their martial expertise. Oh. You know what? I'm going to choose this one. This one sounds interesting. Select a background for your character. Backgrounds add points in skills, influence, starting conditions, and narrative content. My background is going to be Acolyte. You claim connection with the divine that goes far deeper than most. Well, whether legitimate or not, you're always ready to dispense holy wisdom, be it imperial gospel or the profane ramblings of the heretic. Criminal entertainer, gilder. Wielding? What's this? Wilding. Wilding? As the light of civilization fades, the vast wilderness... Okay, wilding. Yeah, wildling. Fully you don't count yourself among those. Stealth survival. Ooh, snake cultist. Writhing with serpents in darkened cellars and hiding temples has left you immune to snake's kiss. 100% poison resistance. Not a terrible idea. Sellsword, athletics, +3 vitality. That I like. Okay, sellsword, snake cultist are both calling to me. Sailor, no. Nomad, no. Noble. Diplomacy and lore, isn't that the same as courtier? Oh no, these has +1 awareness. Monastic, neighbor, gilder. Ex-legionary. Carrying bonus. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with sellsword. Alright. Primary attributes and skills. I have 5 stats I can put here. So I'm gonna put 1 in strength. And I also would like some intellect. I would also like some more strength. I would also like some... What's fortitude? How tough and resilient the character is. Vitality, wound, survival, toughness. Okay, we're going to put another one there and another one there. What's presence? A character's ability to read and react to surrounding environment and people. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Who needs that? You know what? What's more, agility is a measure of hand-eye coordination, nimbleness, and dexterity. Stealth, thievery, crit chance, initiative, ranged. Ooh, crit chance is interesting. Fortitude. Crafting and lore. I don't need that. I'm gonna put this into fortitude. There we go. I'm gonna be dumb as a rock, but strong. Of course. Athletics. Awareness, crafting, diplomacy, healing, lore, stealth, survival, theory. Survival is fortitude. Okay, let me put one in there. Healing. I want to be able to heal a bit more. So, whoa there. Okay, a +3 is okay. What else? Survival. Forage for food. It's naturally a 3, so... Oh yeah, I already put a 1 in there. I have 3 points left. You know what? Let me put some into awareness. Just a little bit. And lying is important, so let's put the rest into diplomacy. Alright, continue. These are the feats derived from your class. Distribute your development points in them to gain benefits and new abilities. Ranks to distribute 11. Okay. Okay, arms mastery. What's this? Bred for war. Okay. Oh, all of this is like... Oh, shh. Okay, how do I take... I don't want to put up so many in bred for war. Okay, well, I put it at least 3 in bred for war. Doesn't matter. What's this? Archery initiate? No. Axe initiate? Maybe. Club initiate? Maybe. Shield initiate? Maybe. Sword initiate? Seriously, yes. What's more, I'm gonna put 2 more because I need swords. Two-handed initiate. Yes, I want two-handed swords. Person, let me aboard. Are you sure you want to board? All progress will be lost. No, I just want to undo what I've done. How do I... Okay, if I left click, I take points away. Okay, there we go. What's Mark saying? Fear toxin may be dangerous for you and your loved ones. Direct exposure to fear toxin will result in a brutal psychological trauma. Yes, it will. Okay, this increases my toughness. Bred for war. So I am going to put 3 points in there. Sword, I'm going to take them out just because if I'm able to use a big sword, even better. And what does this do? Increase toughness, increase vitality. Let me put 1 in there. Ranks 1 in charging. Okay, what's this? Increased light armor use. Do I use light armor? I don't know. Let me put 1 in there. And let me also put another point into heavy weapon. Let's go full in heavy weapon. Okay, continue. Finalize your character by editing their appearance. Male, yes. Portrait. Let's go with this one. Hairstyle 6. Okay, that's gonna be my character there on the right. We're gonna do this hairstyle. Facial hair. That'll do. Hair color. What have we got? We've got that. I'm gonna go with that. Skin tone. Can we make myself a bit paler? Oh, there's genuinely just 2? Okay, color 1 then. Main color. Can I go something dark? There we go, black. Secondary color. We're also gonna go black. There we go. And tertiary color, that's gonna be our cape. Can we go red? There we go. I like that. Genuinely portraits. Is there nothing else? This is better. There we go. That'll do. Continue. Type a name and press continue. Name must be between 3 and 10 characters long and may only contain standard English letters. Okay. There we go. Continue. Prologue. On the wine dark, raging seas of the outer isles, a long caravel struggles against the winds and waves towards the accursed island of Idra. Idra or Idra? I don't know. Idra. We're going to say Idra. Sounds better. The moan of creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness of the ship's dimly lit hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. Okay. Rise, well rested and ready to go. Get up, mouth dry and head pounding. Rouse yourself from deep meditation. I'm going to rouse myself from deep meditation. You get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting up on deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing on the situation. I will be on my way then. Okay. To move is W, A, S, and D. Okay, there's something there in my way. Oh! Interactables. Moving the cursor over an interactable object will make a yellow outline appear. Left mouse click to interact with the object, right mouse click to examine it. So, left mouse click to interact with the object, right mouse click to examine it. Okay, continue. Holding down shift will highlight all interactable objects in view. Ooh. Some objects are hidden and won't be highlighted until they are spotted. Something struck the ship. Spacebar. Okay, nothing. Okay, so I can interact with this. A desk with a maritime navigation map. The map is labeled The Outer Isles, and a course is drawn towards the island named Idra. Okay. A chest containing all of this stuff. Okay. Oh, okay, that's the wall. I understand how that works. Okay. If I click somewhere... Oh, if I click, he moves there. Oh, that's much better than W, S, and D, I'll be honest. To your surprise, you realize that this door has been locked from the outside. Doesn't budge. Perhaps you could slip the lock... You could slip the lock with a thin blade or use something to smash it. If you've not already done so, you must equip a weapon. Press E to manage your equipment. Clicking an item selects and examines it. Okay, double click on items to use them. For weapons and armor, this means the item becomes equipped. Alright, so what do I have? Gold. Awesome. Light club and a dagger. We're gonna use the club, obviously. Use club. Using the club, you smash the lock in a fell swoop. The door begins to creak open. As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out cries from the deck above. You should make haste. Ooh, what's this? You stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils as you look around in the dim light of the hold. You realize someone, or something, fought for their life here. The same moment the thought hits you, a hiss sounds from the shadows. You squint towards the shadows as a hunched, feral-looking form slowly slinks forward. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesque, dexterous pink tail leave no doubt of the creature's rodent nature. Tough as it emerges from the shadows, Though it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common ship rat has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss sounds behind you, and the abominations lunge at you. Okay, battle. In combat, characters act in order of initiative. You can view the initiative order by using the initiative widget on the left side of the screen. Okay. Moving the cursor over the widget makes it pop out. Note that the moving cursor over a name will make that character's outline flash on the battlefield. The widget on the lower right side represents the character's action points. The yellow pips represent movement points, and the violet pips represent attacks. You can move a number of tiles, each combat equal to your movement points and attacks. Okay. Performing an attack will clear out all remaining movement points. And that ends your turn. Okay. Pressing shift in combat brings up the tactical overlay and makes it easier to see the exact positioning of characters and the underlying grid. Okay. Steal thyself. Deploy your party. It's only me. And there's 2 rats. Okay, it's my turn and then Rabbit Rat's turn. So, I forget. Where do I see like my... Press begin combat. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want him there in the middle. No. What more? If I can place him here, that way I can attack that rat quicker. Okay. So... How did I... Okay, it's down here to the right. I have 1 purple and 3 yellow, which means I can move here and attack him. Bonk. Ow. My vitality is now down to 0. That's crazy. Okay. Let me bonk it again. Ow. Where do I see my life? Because I can see like dodge, soak, wounds 3. Oh, wounds 3, vitality 5. Okay. Vitality 0, wounds 2, victory. Okay, there we go. Gained 99 XP. Loot the corpses of your enemies. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do that. What was the button to... Alright, there we go. I want to go see this chest. What's in it? Oh my word! See, this would have made life much easier. If I had worn this, I would have been A-okay. What's this? Tonic. Oh, I just took the tonic. Shoot. Okay. Short sword. That's better than a club. I think. Do these items have... I can't see if they have... What do you call it? Sorry, the word eludes me. Do these items have... Not health, you know what I mean. When they get damaged, do they have... I can't think of the word. Anyway. Darn my brain for not working. Okay, what else is there in this room? There's 2 doors and whatever this is. What's this? A crate. What's this? Okay, I guess we'll never find out. I would like to know what it is I'm picking up before I... Oh, potatoes. There we go. Alright, well, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, we're gonna take the door to the right, I guess. Ooh, what's this? Nothing interactable. Okay. No, I already interacted with that earlier. This door here. You have contracted a disease from your fight with the rats. You may see what conditions are affecting you by opening the character sheet. Click your portrait or press C to do so. Not all conditions are negative. Negative conditions can often be cured by magic or rest. This disease can be cured by a potion. Pick up and equip the lantern to search the area. Okay. Oh. All that did was turn it up. Okay, where's the lantern? What's this? Aye, there we go. Now I have the lantern. Hey, nice. I have a lantern on me now. Cool. Okay, what's in here? Salt. Okay, I'll loot the salt. Salt is important. Potion of cure disease. That's also good. And what's this? A ladder upwards. Okay. You emerge onto the ship's lower deck. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. Archaean, here at last, growls a rough voice. Who's there? Show yourself. It's Roland. Where the tides have you been? Below decks planning our landing. Mind your own business. What's going on? Or why are you skulking around? Below decks planning our landing. Why? The island is in sight, but the damn guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. If we turn back, we lose our shot at the girl. Did they say why? Only superstitious bilge. They claim they saw something in the water. Either way, our boys are about to show them some very real steel. I knew I'd regret chartering a guilder ship, or if we can't land, we lose our shot at the girl. And no one gets paid. Listen here, I know our boys better than most. We've hired them to go to Idra and kill. If we don't pay them, things will go bad quickly. But the sailors are bloody terrified. They claim something is hunting us. Wait here, Roland. Have you lost your bloody mind? Nobody's going to feel calmer for seeing you. Until you hear screams, stay here. Nobody's going to feel calmer for seeing you. Until you hear screams, stay here. Fine. And be careful. I hear it's bad luck to kill a guild sailor. Well, I don't plan on killing a guild sailor. Okay, that's the ladder. That's a door. Note is scrolled in crude sorry. I'm burping. A note is scrolled in crude letters. Cook. It's with C, but okay. Cook. I cannot stand another meal of salted fish. There is a limit to how long a man can live on salt, potatoes, and perklin. Perklin. Take head or get a dagger in the eye, you cheap bastard. Clearly written by a sailor who doesn't know how to write very well. Okay. There's a chest over here, which has some gold and thieves' tools. 33 gold. That's good. What does this do? Nothing. Okay. Have I had a look at this barrel? No. What does it have? Perklins. Okay. Crafting. This is a crafting screen. To create new items, double-click ingredients in your inventory to place them in the workstation and then press craft. If the recipe is valid, new items will be created. The recipe list in the left column represents known recipes. You learn new recipes by experimenting or by finding recipe books out in the world. Recipes that can currently be crafted are shown in green. Selecting a green recipe will automatically add all necessary ingredients to the workstation. Crafting is dependent on the crafting skill. Crafting a valid recipe will always succeed, but depending on your skill and the recipe's difficulty, there is a chance you may produce more than one item. Okay, so let's say I put some perklin. There we go. To make salted fish, I need 1 perklin, 1 potatoes, and 1 salt. And what does it do? What does I guess we'll find out. What does this do? Food value 7, value 5G, weight. The fisherman's best friend, preferably eaten with a mug of ale side. Okay, so there's food. Good. That's very cool to know. I know how to make salted fish, guys. Let me very quickly though, because if I go to my like character, I have this weakly diseased, negative condition, adds status tag disease and -1 agility. Good thing is I have in my inventory the potion which I grabbed earlier. Where is it? Here. Which I can consume and will remove anything with the tag disease. Okay. We have thieves' tools. Alright. Anything else? If I double click this, I'll eat it. That's like my second hand, I guess? I don't know. Oh, those are my gloves. Boots, shield. I have no boots. At least no proper ones yet. Okay, let me walk out then. Press the hide button to go into stealth mode. The hide button is 3. Okay. The action buttons also map to the numerical buttons. While in stealth mode, the stealth indicator becomes visible. A yellow indicator means you're in danger of being spotted. While your indicator is yellow, it will count down to 0. When it reaches 0, you're spotted and will become visible. Moving in lit areas and being close to other characters will make the counter go down very fast. Stick to shadows and avoid other characters. Your ability to stay hidden is dictated by your stealth skill. Increase this skill to stay hidden for longer. If the indicator turns green, it means you are no longer in danger of being spotted. Spending time in green areas will refill your stealth meter. Okay. The sailors stare at you wide-eyed and terrified. Dead emperors! It's coming for us! It whispers to me! One of them draws a weapon with shaking hands. Diplomacy versus 10. Calm yourself. You're guild sailors. Difficulty 10. I'm rolling diplomacy with 3 plus 2d6. Okay, I must roll a 7 or above on 2d6 to succeed at this diplomacy skill check. Okay, let's roll the dice. Is that like 2 6s? Diplomacy 3 plus 12 equals 15, beats difficulty 10. Okay, cool. The men stop dead in their tracks, seemingly shocked, back from their momentary lapse of sanity by your words. The pair blinks toward you in a moment of indecision, and then stumbles up to the main deck and the tumult that seems to be taking place there. Okay, that's good. Let me check out this whole stealth thing. So, I'm 9% stealth right now. 27. 57. 63. 90, 100. Okay. What's touchable in this area? Nothing. Okay. What's through here? A door. Where does this lead? Oh, this is a crate, sorry. What does it have? Salt. Thank you for the salt. Oh, this is a passageway. Okay, we have some doors. Let me go through here. We have a bed. You cannot rest anywhere in this area. You must look for a suitable campsite elsewhere. Okay. This is a door that leads into here. And there's a chest. Pick. Thievery 2 versus difficulty 10. Force. Athletics 5 versus difficulty 10. Pick. Force. Pick or force the lock until its HP reaches 0. Party has 5 thieves' tools. I'm gonna pick. Failure. Thievery 2 plus 2d6 7 equals 9 does not beat difficulty 10. Party has 4 thieves' tools. I'm gonna try once more, and if it fails, I'm gonna use force. Alright, we got it. Nice. Masterwork short sword and a buckler. Awesome, because I think a buckler is a shield. Yes. And this sword, can I compare them? So accuracy 0, damage 1 to 6, crit 2.4, 50 gold points for that. This one obviously, yeah. This one seems to be crit times 2.4, which I guess is better. And then plus 1 accuracy and 2 to 7 versus... Okay, yeah, this is better. This weapon is better. Okay, I can get this lamp from here. There we go. Pick thievery or force. I'm going to use force against the door. There we go. Done. Now we have a table. No, it's a box, sorry. With a moderate attunement tonic. Okie dokie. And what's this? You recognize the corpse of one of your crewmates. A young man of barely 16 years called Sullum. The youth has been mauled to death by what you assume are the grotesquely altered rats you encountered just minutes ago. The corpse is still warm. Darn. Apothecary desk. Potion of strength, fire immunity, electric resistance, and vitality. Okay, loot that. I can probably take one of vitality. Which is the vitality? Moderate vitality. I'm going to consume one. There we go. My health is now all the way up. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, and this is like where I see my feats, abilities. I will say, I haven't always been a fan of turn-based games and of Dungeons and Dragons, but recently I've been playing with, like, for the last year or so with friends, Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm enjoying this game a lot right now, if you can't tell. I am really invested. No. Okay, but there is a thing here. Ooh, more money. A journal and brandy. Brandy's very important, guys. Oh, what's this? I didn't touch this. A surgical tool. Alright. Well, I think we have everything we can get from here. So let's go upstairs. Oh! Mutiny! You emerge onto the deck and see two groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention to you. They looked ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands as the slightest provocation. I'm going to first address the mercenary leader. The mercenary leader, Estavo, flicks his dark eyes to you, but keeps his blade fixed on the desperate captain. There's a reason he's known as Fireblood to his men. Estavo, you will get your money, but let me handle this. A cruel smile twitches into life on Estavo's wind-weathered face. There's only one rich noble girl, but we can always find more sailors. The ship's captain bristles at those words. Captain, why have we not dropped anchor? Something dire stalks these shores. We cannot approach without risking the eye of that horror. A jittery mutter of agreement rises from the sailors, causing Estavo's eyes to darken even further. What horror? What have you seen? Naught but glimpses. My men have seen the shadows of something in deep water, stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that. Estavo glares murderously at the captain. You renege on our deal based on a glimpse? There's desperation in the captain's voice. We're seasoned sailors. We do not balk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of. I don't know what accent I'm going for, okay? There's nothing specific. Don't feel offended if you feel I'm doing wrong accents or whatever. We're out of time. You speak sense. Perhaps it is better to turn around. I'm not going to have Estavo attack. We're out of time. Sell us in or argue the point with Estavo. Estavo turns his steady gaze from you to the captain. Let me spell this out for you, sea dog. We contracted to rescue the girl. But if you don't get us to the shore, we'll gut you for free. Mercenaries you hired all shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Estavo convinced the man. Or captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. Something changes in the captain's expression. He stands tall. I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast while we have command. Brother, I guess, you know. Okay, diplomacy versus 10, I believe you, but my contract with these men does not mention your survival. I'm gonna do that, yeah. Hopefully we're good. If not, things are gonna get terribly wrong. Diplomacy 3 plus 2d6, okay. And I need to pass at difficulty 10, so minimum I need on each dice a 4, at least 4 on one and a 3 on the other. That's the minimum I need. So let's go. Okay, success. 10 beats difficulty 10. There we go. Oof, it was... Oh, I got just what I said, a 3 and a 4. Oh my goodness. Okay. A few of the ship's crew lower their weapons. The captain's eyes flit between you and Estavo's murderous grin. He sheathes his blade and speaks softly, his voice barely audible over the snapping sails. So be it. May the deep have mercy. You gain 300 XP. Suddenly, huge monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estavo must be thinking as monstrosities loom over him. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inwards and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck. Others snap the masts like they were matchsticks. You stand frozen in place. Through a haze of splintered wood and panicked screams, you watch as the tentacles rise for another strike. You notice a few of the mercenaries are rushing towards the lifeboats. Join the mercenaries, of course. You reach the lifeboat just as the mercenaries begin lowering into the sea. Get in, Estavo's bellows. If you're okay with doubling our fee, of course. Before Estavo can smirk in satisfaction, a tentacle whips into the lifeboat, leaving a dark smear against the now buckling hull. Looking up, you see the remaining tentacles high above you, poised for a coup de grace. Coup de grace? I don't know what. That's French. I don't do French. Abandon ship! As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving into flesh. The impact of the water winds you. The waves pummel you down. The currents beseech you to go deeper. Even deeper. Peaceful blackness. Sink. Am I dead already? Come on, man. Darn it. Mutiny and drowning. 2 weeks earlier. Okay, great. Now we get a flashback. Okay. Do I have anything in my inventory? No, I'm back to having what I had at the beginning of the game. Okay. But you know what? We're going to leave it there because, again, we've played for half an hour and that was flippin' brilliant. Oh, if I hold control, I go... Okay, pressing control is also makes you stealthy. That's hilarious. Anyway. That was awesome. I enjoyed that a lot. We might actually play this game again someday in the future. Far future. Or I might play it for myself. I don't know. What I would like to know is... This game doesn't have any multiplayer, right? Because this would be a great, sort of game to play with other people. Which is sad. But, hey, I will say this. It is brilliant. It is kind of an old-ish Baldur's Gate, if you will. It's you know, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. As an enjoyer of Dungeons and Dragons, I will say this game is very good. I liked it. I'm gonna close it. My thoughts on this game are a few. I'll be honest. I think it's. I liked it. So I'll be honest. I'm not. a super enjoyer of old retro style games, I do really enjoy, obviously, very high-end graphics. And even times when the graphics aren't super high-end, but you know, let's say Skyrim level graphics are like my baseline of what I really like when it comes to visually enjoying a game. But it wasn't bad. I liked it. It was like I liked the retro feel that it had. It was very, very nice. The story, interesting. That was a very good beginning to a campaign. Like, genuinely 10 out of 10 when it comes to the story. Obviously, for what we've played, the half an hour we've done, like, I'm just saying, the introduction to the story and the beginning, I want to know more. I want to play more. So the fact that it's made me want to play more and learn more about why am I on this ship? Where am I going? What am I doing? It's good. Combat isn't too, at least at the moment that we've played this, isn't extremely turn-based. There are games where the turn-based can get sort of annoying. This game did it okay. You know? I say, generally speaking, I don't enjoy turn-based games because most of the turn-based games I have played in my life I haven't enjoyed, or I haven't enjoyed the turn-based aspect of them. But every now and then I play a game like this one where I say, you know what, it has turn-based elements in it, but I can gloss over them. Sort of like when we played KOTOR 1 and 2, it has turn-based elements, but the fact that with those games, for example, it is very much in the background. There are no dice rolls, at least not in your face, you know? But it was good. I enjoyed it. Other than that, not much I can say. I would have to play it more, but I will give it two different scores. I'll give it a personal score. My personal score would be a solid 7 or 8. I'm gonna go with an 8. You know what? I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna give it an 8. And then when it comes to this sort of game, I'll be honest, I haven't played many others like it, so I can't compare. So I can't really say, you know. But if I were to compare it to the most famous Dungeons and Dragons inspired game that is out right now, which is Baldur's Gate 3, I would say if Baldur's Gate 3 is a 10 when it comes to this sort of game, this one's a 8, 9. Again, it is pretty good. Could it maybe, well, maybe I'll drop it down to an 8. I'll keep it at an 8, mainly because could it do with like a bit of voice acting? You know, there's always things you can add to make a game better. I don't know if this retro style warrants voice acting, but maybe, I don't know. I feel like even in retro games, a basic like Animal Crossing, you know, while people are talking, you know, is always adds to the storytelling of the game and the interest. It gives character to the characters, you know, it makes them more defined, more than just, oh, this is what they're saying and this is their attitude, you know. But otherwise, I would say it's brilliant. It's a very good game. I enjoyed it. I had fun. Again, not the sort of game I would see on the store page of either Epic Games or Steam or anywhere and say, oh, let me play this. But the fact that I've played it and enjoyed it, you know what? Someday I might play it. So yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed it. That was fun. I think I'll put it in my Steam wishlist and maybe someday buy it. That way because I got it for free. So yeah, very cool. Anyway, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, in the future when it's re-uploaded as a video, I would like to thank you for watching. I'm on stream right now, and we're right now going to go play another game called Mortal Shell. My brain is it's splattered on the ground down there. We're gonna go play Mortal Shell and do some achievement hunting, but this is what we do every Friday. We play random games for half an hour to an hour, and you know, and by random I mean whatever games have been given for free on Epic Games, because it makes it easier. And it makes the randomness random. You know, I don't get to choose what game I play. So yeah, if you want to join us, come by any Friday. I stream. I also stream Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, so feel free to come by. And I will see you all later. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.